Meteorologist Jamie Warner, certified by Weather8 for the most accurate forecast in the Ozarks.
All right, now looking at a pretty scene across the Ozarks. Despite the gloomy weather, the colors that we're seeing out of the trees is beautiful. And this is a look at our tower cam. We're looking west across Springfield, and you can see some of the patches of color out there. A lot of the reds that you see are actually the maple trees, which have looked really nice this year. Looking at temperatures, certainly doesn't feel like fall. It feels like winter. 37 right now. Mentioned going into the break that we're looking at record cold today, not because of the low temperatures, but because of the high temperature. What I mean by that is this is the lowest high temperature that we've recorded on this date here in Springfield. The record low high is 42. We're at 37, and temperatures may climb another degree or two, but I think we're looking at a record low high set for today's date. Winds light out of the north-northeast, 6 miles per hour, and it's dry right now in Springfield. We've got cloudy skies. The showers have shifted their focus now north of the interstate, and that little patch of showers will fade away as we work through the evening hours. Here's a look at today's rainfall totals, and the focus for wet weather today has been generally along and south of the interstate. Not as heavy today as yesterday, but still significant. Almost 3/4 of an inch here in Springfield. And when we look at the two-day tally, we had 1.5 inches yesterday, almost 3/4 of an inch today. We've had over 2 inches of rainfall in the last couple of days. And you know what? We're looking at another 1 to 3 inches Wednesday afternoon through Thursday morning. So we're not done with the wet weather, although we are getting a break right now. Flood watches are in effect for areas along and south of the interstate down to the state line. This is for Wednesday afternoon through early evening on Thursday. Here's a look at the forecast trends. For tonight, temperatures really won't change very much. They're going to hold pretty steady or about where they are right now. It looks like the shower activity that we see right now north of the interstate will fade away. Can't rule out some patchy drizzle, though, given the scenario that we've got. And that'll continue into Wednesday morning. But the steadier, heavier rain is going to certainly hold off until after lunchtime. But it will spread in during the afternoon out of the south. And I think by mid to late afternoon, it's going to be coming down pretty good, similar to what we were experiencing this morning. Temperatures tomorrow also will continue to slowly climb into the upper 40s and low 50s. Looks like here in Springfield, we may get up to about 53. That'll be a nice change over the last couple of days. Notice how the wet weather continues through Wednesday night. This is Thursday morning, and by Thursday morning, winds are switching around again, and we're going to be finding cooler air working back in across the area. So I think we're looking at a sunrise temperature of around 44. So here in Springfield, with temperatures falling back to around 39 or 40, which is where I think they will stay throughout the remainder of the day. You can see how the wet weather continues through noon, and then it starts to shift off to the east by late afternoon. I think we hold on to cloudy skies through the end of the day, and then we see some clearing overnight Thursday night. There's a look at your rainfall totals through 5 o'clock on Thursday. Again, this is in addition to what we've seen. It looks like another 2 to 3 inches in many areas across southern Missouri. That will bring us a week total of over maybe 5 inches of rainfall here in Springfield if that comes to fruition. Storms should be exiting the area, though, by Thursday, and we will find drier weather to wrap up the week, and that's just in time for Halloween. And in fact, it looks like we're going to find milder weather moving in for Saturday after highs in the upper 50s near 60 on Friday. Looks like mid 60s on Saturday, and it looks like cool and quiet weather for trick-or-treaters. Colder on Sunday, expecting a light freeze Monday morning, and then temperature trends heading back the other way as we work through next week. In fact, I think maybe by Wednesday to Thursday, we could find highs back in the 70s next week.
A little bit above average then.
Yeah, interesting.
Okay, Jamie, thank you. Crossline's Food Pantry was back in operation